Good evening, everyone. In 1991, I spent a month in Sweden, every 3 days moving to a different town. In February 1991, spent January in Finland and came down in February of Sweden. Unfortunately, I don't have a poem about that. And I loved it. This is called Hurricane, and I thought it might be suitable for the weather we're having, and for those when the hurricane actually manifests into a living person. She was black with teeth. She knew how to use both. Depending on the task, she would choose the sharpest. And the next one is called Counting Stones. Just for context, I'm from Bermuda, and so there's references to an island. My grandmother had almost drowned when she was a girl in shallow water. When every other island girl was taught to swim, she taught herself to swallow brine, clap at the water to never go down. Those soft hands, the color of cream tea, counted stones where the sand meets the hard grass. Each is inspected under her thumb. She only needs 1, 2, 3. Each one goes in her pocket. We are at the longest bay in the west, facing north. High tide has come in and we have drawn back. My grandmother sits on the sand nearest the mangroves, where the water is shin deep. She unfastens her brown leather sandals and places them at attention beside her. Her faded lemon dress with the floral pattern pockets seems strangely out of place here. Her eyes are fixed on me. I find a white clearing amongst the seaweed bed. I'd swim over those dark shapes beneath, afraid to put my feet down upon the slippery softness. I jump up and down, water at my waist, slapping at an aquatic heartbeat with flat palms. When my grandmother is at the beach, silence isn't an option. Her eyes remain fixed. Through the years, I had heard of fishing boats named after great-grandmothers drifting back home without fishermen. We knew they did not go down easy. Or young folk deering on rock edges as hurricanes closed in and nowhere to be found when the storm closed out. Or those bartered for and stored below ship decks 1 by 4 by black millions along a well-mined passage towards so-called new worlds. Collateral to be dropped, heartbeat overboard. Silence at last an option. Or an empty makeshift raft from a blockaded island towards a rhinestone democracy, or tens of thousands called towards the Mediterranean from the deserts and the jungles and the Holy Lands, dozens upon scores who sail inflated vessels painted the same color as passports, flag stars, and stretched tarpaulin, washing up as stones onto shore, waiting to be gathered up by grandmothers, where the sand has etched a hard border between itself and the free grass. This whale is a 27-meter-long, 90-ton, 104-year-old, charcoal black, Snow-grey broad markings decorate her jaw, fins with tiny floor-like spirals around her tail. She passes by the coast to sing every year during the whale-watching season. She is a breaching whale with a mouthful of krill and seawater, leaping onto the sheets of sky until her tail dances tippy-toe on the north horizon before clapping hard onto the ocean's back. Then she goes swiftly deep, belly full of breath, seeking out waterlogged ghosts who have forsworn the surface. My grandmother is Grace. She is stealthy, gliding under pressure between the layers of the dark Atlantic until each open mouth is accounted for.